Dwell them on this line, Wing Fu. I haven't sufficient artillery to advance, and I dare not retreat. If I only had those combat planes now, it would be a different story.
I understand you perfectly, General. I shall do everything in my power to hasten their construction when I return to the United States.
I'm sure of it. Well, Captain. Yes, sir. This is Captain Moy of my personal staff who will accompany you to America. Captain, we are awaiting the arrival of a messenger from Russia. He is bringing $2 million worth of negotiable securities. This money is to buy combat planes, which we so badly need. Its loss would be a staggering blow to our armies. The future of our country is in your hands. Guard Wing Fu with your life, if necessary.
I will, sir. That's it.
Yes?
A man was picked up by one of our outpost patrols. He refused all information concerning himself, but demanded to be brought to you, sir.
Bring him in. What star do you follow?
The Star of Liberty.
And the bonds, quickly. Are they safe?
Yes, sir. In my boot.
Help him.
Ungader.
The gratitude of a beleaguered country is yours for this act. I am placing more than money in your hands, Wing Fu. The destiny of our people goes with it.
I shall not fail you, General Feng.
Never forget that our enemies will not hesitate to kill you to get possession of the bonds.
I have considered all of that in my plans, General.
Stewart, have you a radio, Blanche?
Oh, yes, sir. Right here, sir.
This, Weaver. Wing Fu and one of Feng's staff officers are on the SS Berlin. They have the bonds. I am sailing with them and will contact you later.
That's swell. I only hope there won't be any slips. $2 million is a lot of dough.
There won't be any slips if you men follow the plans I mapped out. The money will be ours before Wing Fu gets off the boat.
I suppose a great many Chinese merchants like yourself have been ruined by the war.
Yes. But fortunately, my antique business in America is prospering, so that the war merely interfered with my personal affairs. I shall...
A wireless for you, sir.
Thank you. You will excuse me, please.
Certainly. Not bad news, I hope.
Unfortunately, it is. Terrible news. You must excuse me, please.
What is it, sir?
Wang Chu murdered in Chinatown Cafe this morning. Red Barry in charge of case. Wing Fong. That makes several men murdered in less than 2 weeks.
And every one of them a close personal friend of my own.
You have no idea who is in back of these murders?
I have a suspicion, but it would do more harm than good to name him until I have proof. It would only put him on guard.
This Red Barry man. A police officer, I suppose.
Possibly the cleverest detective on the force. A man to be remembered and respected.
That gives us at least one ally.
An ally, perhaps, but also a potential enemy. You must not forget, Captain Moy, that our purchase of bombing planes is a violation of the American Neutrality Act. Red Berry may prove extremely troublesome.
Grab that, will you, Red?
Inspector Scott's office, Barry speaking. Okay, Connors, thanks. Well, that's that. Torio's dead.
Now that's the breaks we get. We could have made him talk and cracked this Chinatown case wide open. Hello, Commissioner.
Oh, so Torio's dead. Scott, I've told you before that you didn't have a one-man police force in Red Barry. He's a strong-arm cop. You had a police radio in your car. If you'd called headquarters, we'd have brought in Torio alive and found out who's back of these Pell Street murders.
Now, wait a minute. Red and I both thought...
Never mind what you thought. What this case needs is a detective. A good detective. Do you know Valentine Vane?
Well, sure I know him.
Well, Red Barry's off the Chinatown case. I'm putting Valentine Vane on it.
I'd rather have a wooden Indian on the case. I see what you're driving at. You had Vane all set for this thing before you found out what happened to Torio. You're prejudiced against Red.
Don't talk like that to me, Scott. I'm still Commissioner of Police, and you'll handle this case the way I say. Come on, Valentine.
Cheerio, you chaps.
Certainly settled that in a hurry.
Settled it. He scrambled it.
Okay, Scotty. If you want me for anything, I'll be down in the detective division. Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Smith. You better get your brakes fixed.
I was hoping I'd run into you all here. Looks to me like this dirty West of Brewers. I was just down the Lyceum Theater. As I was leaving, a man slipped me this and said, "Get this with police quick. I can't because I'm being watched."
Who'd you say gave it to you?
Oh, an actor. I couldn't tell if he was a Chinaman or just made up like one.
Well, he must have been Chinese. Listen to this. If you've had enough of bad Chinese acts, why not see us? If you can't see us, see reverse. Don't make sense.
I'm not so sure. Look, if that guy couldn't talk openly to Mississippi, he certainly wouldn't write openly to us. What bad Chinese acts have we had around here lately?
I don't know anything about any bad... Holy smoke, you don't suppose he meant those Chinatown murders, do you?
I was just wondering that.
Well, let's go find out.
Scotty, you seem to forget that I've been taken off the case.
Well, there's nothing to prevent you from going along to see how the department works. Is this the outfit, Mr. Zip?
Yes, that's the one right there.
Where's the manager?
He's right here, sir. I'm the manager. What can I do for you?
I'm Police Inspector Scott. I'd like to have a little conversation with one of your performers, Wah Sang.
Wah Sang? What's he done?
Not a thing. Just has a little information we can use.
His act is on now. Better go on backstage. The act will be over in a minute.
down the curtain.
He's hurt pretty bad. We better get him out of here.
Yes, bring him into my office.
Come on, fellas. Grab hold of him. Look, Martin. Yes. Hold these men. Question them.
Right. That man's telling the truth, Scotty. There was a real bullet substituted for the prop.
What's that thing with the seal on it?
Credentials. He was a Chinese Secret Service agent. Look, Red, I think you're right. He did have something he wanted to tell us.
He was shot before he could talk. Let me see that note again, Scotty.
Huh?
That note that he sent us.
Oh.
He got one message through to us. Maybe there's another.
What do you suppose he meant by that, if he can't see us, see reverse?
I don't know. Scotty, let me have your lighter.
What are you going to do?
I got a hunch. Crazy sort of one, I guess, but the whole setup is crazy if you ask me. Look at that. S. Berlin, arriving day with 2 million shipment negotiable bonds. The bonds will be stolen and thrown overboard to be picked up by thieves, Confederates. Signed, Wasang.
Where's that phone?
Say, this thing's good for an extra. How much of it can I print?
Anything, except that the murdered man was in the Chinese Secret Service.
Good. See y'all later.
What time does the Berlin dock? She's on her way in. We gotta hurry.
There's no possible way those securities could have been taken from this safe. You see?
As the messenger engaged to deliver these bonds, have you the authority to open this package?
Yes.
Would you mind opening it, please?
They were bonds when we left port.
But I tell you, no one could have taken them from this safe.
Mr. Percy, did anything unusual happen on your way up the channel?
Yes. There was a false fire alarm turned in, but
Where was it?
just as we were passing Pier 10.
Pier 10. Come on, Scotty.
All right, get that stuff in the car. The pump is already on the end of Pier 10.
You must work quickly. You cannot travel as fast as the patrol boat.
Yes, I know that. But we ain't got as far to go as they have. Besides, they won't have a diver.
Pull over by that buoy over there. Cut your motor. Well, if they did throw the bonds overboard, they probably had somebody standing by to pick them up.
Could have tied them to some kind of a float so they could pick them up later.
Well, they could have waited them before they threw them overboard and planned to have somebody pick them up in diver's outfit.
Well, a diver couldn't drag an airline far enough from shore to search the floor of the bay.
Look, Scotty, the boat passed within 100 yards of the end of that pier.
Sounds cockeyed to me. However, move in closer and we'll have a look.
Well, if you did that, they'd spot you and beat it.
Hey, there is a diver's outfit there, but we got to move in closer to see what they're doing. Hey, what are you going to do?
Look, Scotty, I'm going to slide over the side. You swing on around as if you're going back home. While they're watching you, I'll swim over and have a look.
Swell.
Now, Scotty, if I get in any trouble, I'll try to hold them off till you get there.
Okay, kid.
Got him!
Nice work, Tommy. Come on, before somebody spots us and starts asking questions.
Wait a minute, now. Quick, the cold chute.